here. Oh my gosh, guess what today is, girlfriends? That's right. It's Sharon Anything Day. It is my Q&A day. And that is where you send the questions and I supply the answers, okay? But before we get into this, two things. Welcome to all you new onlookers today, and feel free to scroll on down and hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you be a part of my tribe. And see that little bell? Go ahead and click that bell. It'll notify you of my upcoming videos, and I generally film twice a week now, okay? Now, I have a big surprise. Big surprise. Big, huge. I have finally, after all this time, hit 10,000 subscribers. Yes, bombshells, firecrackers, clap your hands, stand up, dance a jig. Yay! Okay, but you know what? I owe this all to you guys. So, to you, my subscribers, I love each and every one of you. I would never be able to do this without you. I am so glad you like my channel. I'm glad you're enjoying the content. It's just going to get bigger and more of it as we go down the line. I know we put in a lot of work on these YouTubes, a lot of hard work, a lot of money, a lot of time. We can keep going down the list. But you know what? When you have subscribers like you, it is all worth it. I want you to know I love each and every one of you down to the very bottom of my heart. I've got to know so many of you personally. And thank you so much for always commenting and bearing with me when I'm behind in my comments as well. But always know that I love each and every one of you, and thank you, thank you, thank you. So, girlfriends, Q&A day. All right, I got a bunch of questions, so I want to get right to it. Yes, I do. All right, my ladies. First question is, Sharon, what do you think is the most important beauty tip for women 50 plus? Well, my ladies, I think the very most important beauty trick after you've already taken care of your skin, you know, I had to throw that in, is your eyes. I think the eyes are the main huge focal point on the whole entire face. I just do. I always have, always will. It's kind of like a fireplace. You walk into your living room, what do you see? The big focal point, your big fireplace and candles on top and la 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 la, all the decorations around it. But the main focal point is the fireplace. Well, with us, I look at it like it's our eyes. I think that eyes are the most important. I think we need to keep them fresh. I think we need to keep them white and pretty. We need to work on our eyelashes and keep them longer and stronger. But I totally 100% believe that is the eyes are where we really need to concentrate on. And I think if you were ever going to do anything medically, you know, about your appearance, you might want to start with your eyes. Maybe you need an eye job. You know, you might want to get rid of the fat pad that's causing the hooded eye, or the little fat pad down under here. Maybe you need a little, you know, Botox or some sort of filler around your eyes. Whatever, keep your eyes fresh, keep them young, because the rest can all be camouflaged and worked itself out, okay? Thanks for your question, girlfriend. I appreciate that. And that came from Deanne. Thank you, Deanne. I appreciate that question. I don't get a lot of questions like that. I like that. Okay, dear Sharon, my name is Barbara. I trust your advice implicitly because you absolutely look amazing. Thank you, girlfriend. Question. I have the TNS growth factor. Should I be using it twice daily, AM and PM? Or after derma rolling with a 0.25 millimeter 3 times a week evening only? I currently use 0.05 retin-A 3 nights a week. Should I put the TNS on before the retin-A or skip those nights? Okay, let's backtrack. The majority of the time, the TNS is for AM and PM. However, I told you girls I never mix anything else with my retin-A. So do not waste that TNS product of putting it on along with your retin-A. Just strictly stick to retin-A. Now, as far as the derma rolling, you're only using a 0.25, so that's just barely, it's not going anywhere, okay? It's not deep enough for your skin. So I would absolutely use it with any of your derma rolling, whether it's, you know, the 0.25 or 5 or whatever you're going to do. But yeah, not worried about it. But not on retin-A nights, okay? Use that night, strictly concentrate on that product. The product works better when you just concentrate on it that way. Okay, the next question. And I can't tell who this is from. I think it's from China. Anyway, I agree with some of what you're saying, Sharon, as to companies scalping customers. I believe that is what medical grade is. If all this medical grade stuff looks so good, then why is it not still enough for you to always be getting Botox and fillers? It just doesn't make sense to me. I would be convinced about the medical grade products if you stop the Botox and fillers and just use products. Okay. And that's okay to send that to me. You know, that's fine. Now let me educate you. First of all, when I use my Botox and fillers, I do Botox 2 times a year. You're supposed to use it at least 4 times a year for it to really take effect and look well. And it's not because I don't want to do it, it's because my schedule, I just can't always get there every 3 months. And you all notice that by my videos, because some of you are so cute. You say, ooh, Sharon, I can tell you need your Botox because we saw your L's between your eyebrows. That is correct. If you can see them when I smile or laugh or make an angry face, you know I need my Botox. All right, so when you're only getting Botox twice a year, because my schedule has been insane this year, as you all well know, all right, then that's not a lot of Botox, okay? And if you notice my last few videos, and from quite a few weeks, I have not had Botox in, what, 9 months? It's been almost 9 months with everything going on. So I went my 9 months without Botox and strictly medical grade. Now my fillers, I get less than that, I only get it 1 time a year. The fillers last 10 to 12 months, so I only need it once a year. So when you have seen the last videos from even before Christmas, because I hadn't had any Botox or fillers or anything, even a long way before Christmas, you'll see medical grade still looks good. Do you see what I'm saying? However, I am a little bit of a skin freak. I'm not a little bit, I'm a lot. I love any kind of treatments, okay? And when I have time, I would get more. I would get a whole bunch more. I mean, in my past, like in my early 40s, I got an eye job. My uppers and lowers were done, all right? I've had my lips injected back in my early 50s, but it was injected permanently with silicone. I mean, so I've always had little bitty things when I can. It's not that I feel like I need a whole lot. I just like it. You know, I mean, I am intrigued. I am dying to do the major lasers whenever I find time. I am dying to dip into doing a whole lot of other treatments. And I don't necessarily think I need it all. I want it, you know, because I want to try it out and be able to tell you guys too. Are you following me? So my skin would not be where it is right now today if it weren't for medical grade, okay? I can guarantee you that. I would look like a bloody, dusty road. Now, don't get me wrong. I always had oily skin my whole life, and I would just drip. And I think that saved me a lot, too, having a super oily skin growing up. But still, right now, in my older years, it's nothing but medical grade, and I hit it real hard and heavy, okay? So, just saying. All right, girlfriend? So I love you anyway, okay? Okay, next question. This is from Miss Mona. Says, hi, you look great. Thank you. Do you ever use SelfTanners on your face? If so, How do I work them in if I use acids? I read that there's no point in using self-tanners on your face if you use acids regularly, or even if you use retinols, retin-A, vitamin C. Is that true? You know what? I never put self-tanners on my face. Ever, ever, ever. No. If you want to tan your face, you can always darken your foundation a little bit to match the rest of your tan. That's what I do. I just take a little color and just kind of mix it on my hand till I get the consistency of, of a tan, and I do very little self-tanning anyway. Listen, I spent my whole life growing up, okay, with, baby oil and iodine and a silver aluminum screen, on my face and neck, and just baking and baking and baking. And oh yes, did I have a California tan? Oh, I mean, was I better looking than anybody out on the beach? My tan was, that's for sure. Let me tell you something. We lived for the tanning. We tanned every day. We girls would get together and tan. We'd slather each other with all this, and knowing the whole time we were killing each other for real. We baked, and then some. Trust me. But this day and time, there's so many good self-tanners out there that are fantastic. And, I encourage you to keep using your self-tanners. Also, it makes you look about 10 or 15 pounds smaller with a tanner. I can tell you that. That's why we love to tan, even if it's self-tan. But on your face, do not put any self-tanner. No. Just wear a darker colored foundation. Use same foundation, just a little darker color to match up your tan. Go to Nordstrom's or somewhere, wherever you buy your foundation, get them to match you up with the color of your self-tan. Or mix it yourself. Bottom line, point blank. But don't continue to do everything you're doing with your acids. Just don't tan your face. It's going to look spotty and ugly anyway. It's going to eventually disappear. So don't cause yourself all that grief. You got it? Thanks for your question. Thanks, Big Mona. Okay, next question. Hi, Sharon. I can't tell who this is from. I know some people apply sunscreen even if they spend the day indoors. What is your take on that, and is that exaggerated? Oh, no ma'am. I'm inside, and I've put on my second layer of sunscreen because 2 to 3 hours ago, I had on my initial layer. I don't care if you're in the house, you're in front of your computer, you're using your cell phones, you're exposed to all these rays, even in your house. My blinds are open here. Rays are still coming in. I'm not going to take a chance, because skin cancer is just running rampant everywhere. You've got to take care of your skin. The sunscreen is the most important thing. You don't want the age spots. You don't want skin cancer. Nada. Yes, wear your sunscreen all the time, whether you're inside or you're out. I have some people say, well, even if it's on a cloudy day, especially when it's on a cloudy day, the rays are usually much stronger. Okay? No. Wear your sunscreen all the time, girlfriends. Wear it on your hands, your neck, your décolleté, your face. Just slather in it. Okay? And every 2 hours, just touch up. There you go. Bottom line, you can do this. Get into the habit of doing this. It is so important. So important. Okay? Thanks for your question, girl. And no, it's not exaggerated at all. Okay, the next question is from Barbara. I am 67 and I use tretinoin. Good girl. None of my other skincare is medical grade. If you were to recommend one medical grade product, what would it be? And I would say to you, just what you're using, retin-A. That is the #1 with me. Okay, that is the one I would recommend first. And I usually start everybody out with retin-A first. You can build up to different products that'll correlate with that as you go down the line. But retin-A is so important. I mean, and it builds up the collagen. It helps with the elastin. I would say always start with retin-A first. Yeah. And then you can add other products to go along with that. Now, I didn't always do that. I used to use a lot of medical grade before I even got on Retin-A. Before I got on Retin-A, and then once I got on Retin-A, I switched that around and applied something else. But I would say start with Retin-A first. That is my favorite, and you're going to see fantastic results. It's going to take a while. Be patient with Retin-A, okay? I have a lot of people say, well, I've been using it 2 weeks and I don't see a difference. Well, guess why? Because you hadn't used it long enough to get the results. Patience. Skincare is all about having patience. If you don't have patience, you're not going to make it, okay? You're not going to make it with your skincare. You have to take your time, and you have to be patient and wait. Every product out there usually takes 4 months, a good 3.5 to 4 months, before you can see a difference, or before you can even know if it works or not. So you might as well be patient. You have nothing else to do anyway in life, okay? Time's a ticking, tick, tick, tick. Just go with the flow. Just trust me on this. Try this product. I know some people say, oh, well, Sharon, if I tried each product for 4 months, I would be wasting so many years of my life. Yeah, yours looking good. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Remember, take your time. There's no quick way around it, and there's no cheap way around it. Trust me, I'd be doing it if there was, all right? But that's how it works. And you know what? You will never be sorry, because you're going to find you look so much younger and healthier and firmer and plumper, and you're going to say, oh my gosh, look at me. Whoa. I don't know about you, but if you all ever go to your high school reunions and you walk in, everybody goes, oh my gosh, you look like she did in high school. Oh my gosh, look at this. Do you know? Listen, and all these other women are looking all haggard and wrinkled, and the boobs hanging down to here, and they're in their polyester knit, whatever, and you know what I'm saying? You can just stand there going, ooh, yeah. I know I've got people that call me and tell me this happens to them all the time. All the time. So, what can I tell you, girlfriends? You gotta be looking good, you know what I mean? We're not getting any younger. Might as well. We have nothing else to do with our time anyway, except look young and healthy. And exercise. Don't forget the exercise. Oh, all right. Next question. Say, hi, Sharon. I have a question about vitamin K. I have broken capillaries all over my cheeks. It's hereditary. I am 64 and have had them since high school. Do you think it would work on me, or what would work on me? The Avene did not work one bit, as I am covered in. Okay, you know the next best thing to broken capillaries, and I can tell you it's quick like this, go to your dermatologist and let them just zap them. And when I say zap them, they've got the little laser thing, zap, 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 and boom, they're gone like that. That is the best way if you are prone to a lot of capillaries, especially on your face, and groups of them, and that it's a hereditary thing, and I get it. Oh, I so get it. That is the best and quickest way to get to them. Now, I will tell you this. You may be kind of doing this the rest of your life, off and on, if you know what I mean. This may be going on the rest of your life in and out of the dermatologist's office. But, you know, once a year when you go with your mole check, you can just have them zap them then or whatever. But that's what I would do. If you have this kind of problem with it, that is the quickest, easiest, and cheapest way to go about it, really. See your dermatologist. Okay. All right, last but not least for today. Dear Sharon, I'd be very interested to hear about results from any of the ladies who try all these different products. Sharon, have you ever thought of doing an anti-aging hand video for those of us who cannot afford a hand rejuvenation procedure? Say, my 30-year-old daughter just told me, Mom, I always remember what you used to say all the time. You can always tell how old a woman really is by looking at her hands. Thank you so much for all of this. Okay, well, thank you, sweetheart, your doll baby. You know what? Talking about the results from all the products, yes, I get I get tons of emails all the time from you gals that have been trying products for a certain amount of months and coming back going, oh my gosh, and I try to read those, and I try to leave them in the comment section for you guys to see too, and they're having wonderful results, so that's great. Now let's switch it to the hands here. I did a video, I don't know how many years back, on hands and hand treatments, but you know, I will be more than happy to do another one on that. I wouldn't call it a hand rejuvenation. What I do is how I take care of my hands to avoid having to have any more serious procedures done to my hands. So I will definitely do another video for that, for you on that, okay? All right, terrific. Well, my ladies, those were all the questions I had today. I didn't want it to drag out too long because you know I can get wordy. Golly. But you just keep sending all the questions you want, and you know my email address is down below, so feel free to shoot over your questions. If you don't want your name mentioned, that's fine. Just tell me. I don't want my name mentioned, Sharon. Just read and help me with my issues here. No problem, girlfriends. All right, there again, I want to thank you so much for joining me today. Again, from the bottom of my heart, if it weren't for you guys, I wouldn't be at my 10,000. Thank you, thank you, thank you. To all my new subscribers, you know I love you to death. To each and every one of you, I want you gals to say sassy, classic, confident, and give me a big thumbs up on this Q&A.